Alright, what's up guys? Today we're going to do a leg day, and as you can see behind me, we got NCAA basketball going on right now. So, we're going to be doing a leg workout here in the garage gym. Simultaneously, we got some bets going on for some of the games today, so I'll kind of go over that a little bit. I'll actually get the whiteboard out and write what I have going on. It has been a while since I've made a video. School, work, personal training, family, all those things have added up over the past month or two, so it's not allowed me a lot of time to make any content, but this weekend has allowed it, so taking full advantage of it. Gonna enjoy a garage gym workout, plus hopefully make some money on some college games. My lower back has been acting up pretty consistently over the past couple weeks, so I want to be careful and not overdo it, especially on squats, because that seems to be the culprit of a lot of my lower back pain. Since the last video, I've gotten a new machine, a leg curl and leg extension machine. So I'm super pumped to show you guys that, because I found it on Facebook Marketplace for 50 bucks. Yeah, and it's brand fucking new. So I'm very excited to show you guys what I was able to find. And I got a couple other additions recently. I got some 8-pound dumbbells because clients, when they come over, sometimes that jump from 5 pounds to 10 pounds is a little bit too much, so I wanted to get something that was in the middle. I got some kettlebells, just a 20 and a 40 or a 50, and those are used for clients for the most part. Before we start the workout, I'm gonna go ahead and put on the whiteboard the bets we got going on. Right now, the Howard and Delaware State game is going on. I got some money on that. So, I got ESPN Plus behind me, and I did not realize how dog shit ESPN Plus is for streaming live games, but I don't know if I'm gonna keep it or not, because the games buffer so bad, and especially when you're gambling, you want like up to date, as close as you can to live time. So I don't know if I'm gonna keep ESPN Plus, but regardless, let me get those bets on the board, and then I'll go over what we're gonna do in the workout. All right, so we have 6 bets running right now for the day, Saturday the 16th, I believe. But anyway, last night was a rough one, and right before I went to bed, collected all the winnings, and it was not as good as it turned out to be, and I felt like I put a lot of work into it. So I did something probably stupid, but I just made a parlay, a 2-leg parlay between Purdue and Illinois on the money line. I don't know how those games are gonna go. I was watching and reading this morning that both teams are like iffy on making a very clear statement that they are tournament ready. But when they combine, it comes out to a 106. So hopefully they pull through. And I mean, I put a sizable amount of money on it and was just like, fuck it, we'll roll with it. And then the rest are just 1-unit bets because I'm playing around with a couple different sites that I've been using for recommendations and whatnot. So I didn't go crazy with it. But Wisconsin and Purdue over 142.5. Howard was the only game on ESPN Plus that's going on right now while I make the workout video, so I decided to do that one, and did some quick research, and I'm hoping that Howard pulls through and only wins, but by 10 or less. Auburn, everyone was hyping Auburn up for being a team that's gonna make that pull away from their opponents and crush it. So we got Auburn winning by 8 or more, and then Nebraska hoping they clutch up, and then UNC. I had Duke winning on Thursday night. NC State beat him at home. That crushed. And then second, I had Virginia winning, because I figured by now like NC State would be tired and worn out. So I'm on the line about this one. I really am. But I think NC State is got their team on lock now. We'll see how that game goes. I think this might be the game where UNC finally puts NC State in their place, because UNC has just been rocking it, and I think NC State needs to. I think their streak is over. But yeah, well, I guess we'll keep you updated throughout the workout with how Howard's going. If I can get the TV to fucking work, might just pull my laptop in with the HDMI cord and run it that way. I think it might just be the TV is old and maybe not the fastest thing for internet. But yeah, so there's the bets. Let me get this moved around, and we'll kind of go over some of the exercises that we're gonna do for legs, and hopefully get a good quad hamstring pump. Test out the new machine for you guys, and then yeah, let's get into it. All right, got ESPN Plus up on the laptop. It's hooked up to HDMI, so it's on the TV. Howard's up by 6, so good spread right now. Hopefully we can keep that through the second half. Other ones are not looking so hot, so yeah, I'm trying to stay positive. But let's talk about the workout now. So since the lower back is bothering me quite a bit, typically when I'm doing a squat, I do low bar, which makes me bend forward a little bit more at the waist. So today we're just gonna do front squat. That way we can keep my back fairly in line. And I don't know what we're gonna do for the hamstring compound movement. That's that I can do in this gym and not flare it up, the lower back up too much. But let's start with the front squats. Alright, not bad. Going a little slow, low and slow. Looks like the Howard game's back on. No one scored yet. But yeah, spread's still 6, 34-40. When we get closer to the end, I'll update you. Alright, we did one more set with the 135 front squat, and then my lower back started barking at me. So we're moving on. Typically do landmine remaining deadlifts. That's been equally aggravating. So I found that cable remaining deadlifts, slow, a little bit more controlled per se. That's been helping. Alright, so cable remaining deadlifts went well. Nice, slow, and controlled eccentric and concentric contractions of the hamstrings and glutes. I've not done a Bulgarian split squat in a very long time. So these are gonna be a little rough, but I figured let's do one more compound lift. That'll work both quads, glutes, and hamstrings. And get a little bit of balance work out of it as well. So let's do it. Alright, not bad. I felt like when I was driving with my right leg, my quads were using, or for the driving force there. And my left leg is like my glute. My glute and hamstring were working more. But yeah, we'll do 2 more sets of that. So we just finished Bulgarian split squats. We're gonna do some hip strength. You probably won't see these unless you go to like a strength and conditioning, like for a team sport, or for like female strength training. But these really help with my lower back pain. Like I'll finish a high intensity squat session and my lower back is on fire. And I'll do some hip abductor and adductor. And it usually helps quite a bit. So I've been doing these since I don't have one of those machines here. All I'm doing is just like a good old side shuffle like this with resistance around the knees. And I'm driving with my knees. I'm not leading with my foot and taking away that resistance. I'm trying to lead with my lower leg being perpendicular to the ground, so I can get the most out of the resistance band. So this is the machine we picked up on Facebook Marketplace for $50. I think it retails for like $300. So it was a steal, and I have to drive that far for it. So you can do the extension up here, and then you lay down, which I like better than the seated leg curl that you find at the gym. I like the laying one. So yeah, let's knock out some leg extensions, get the quads pumped up, and then we'll switch over to leg curls. Alright, did a couple sets of the leg extensions and then just turned around and did the leg curls. Figured you guys didn't want to see my butt and continuously curl weight. Anyways, that concludes our leg day. Nothing crazy, actually very light. But we're not done. We have 4.5 minutes left on the Howard and Delaware game with tied up now. So once we get into the final minute, I'll get back to you guys. All right. While we wait for the final minute to wind down in this game, we can get some conditioning in on the treadmill. While I'm doing that, I wanted to talk to you about 2 things. One, I realized that I was bitching about my lower back the entire workout, and I do apologize about that. But it is something that if you are consistently lifting, doing bodybuilding, strength training, powerlifting, whatever it may be, you're bound to wind up in a position where lower back pain is going to hinder your ability to lift and go 100% or more every time. When we were doing the front squats, for example, that did not affect my back as much as it would if we were doing regular back squats, other forms of squat. So that being said, I have some knowledge, while I'm in exercise science at UNCW and personal training. There are ways to get around lower back pain and continue to work out and get the most out of your workouts, regardless if you're focusing on back strength or leg strength, because your back is going to be affected regardless, and it's incorporated into every movement you pretty much do, other than isolated appendage movements like bicep curl, for example. So yeah, if you have some lower back pain and you want to find ways to get around it, hit me up on hopperfitnessnc.com. You can email me, you can shoot me a message on the website. You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, whatever it may be, and we can work together so you can get past lower back pain or other pains. That being said, if you have other bodily aches, whatever it may be, hit me up if you have something like that. Secondly, I've been working out at the UNCW gym quite often now because I'm there 5 days a week. So I figure if I'm there for a 50-minute class, might as well get, make the most of my time and just go over to the gym and work out. The amount of ego lifting I see is just insane. You really need to take a step back and assess the gains you get from doing half reps with 315, and you should have no business doing that, if that makes sense. I know this is a rant, but I figured this would be the audience that would probably appreciate this the most. If we're ego lifting, we're chancing injury. You look stupid in the gym too. I would much rather see someone doing a great deep squat with great range of motion, hinging at the hip, getting past that plane with 135. Like, that would look so much better than you doing half reps with 315, trying to impress the ladies. It's just not it. And that's one thing that I feel like I've improved on over the years, especially is my squat form. I was, just as much guilty as the people I'm talking about right now with doing half reps with a lot of weight on back squat. I felt like I could keep it with my friends, and I ended up hurting my back doing that, and I looked stupid at the same time. So once again, like, if you need advice on how to correct form, or you would like some coaching on that, hit me up. All right, we got 24 left on the clock, 24 seconds, I mean. Howard is up by 4. So 2-possession game. Let's see what their plan is here. I checked the other games and everything looks super close. It's a really exciting day for college basketball. Another foul. All right, well, this looks like they're gonna spread it to 7 or 8 because this guy just drained his last 2 perfectly at the free throw line. So let's hope this one's in the bag. That's pretty much almost, I think, doubling money. So 2 units out of 1 for this, for a 1 to 10 spread at the end. So pretty happy with how this is starting. Hopefully we can keep it on a roll. After I finish this conditioning, I'm gonna do some protein and then probably watch the rest of the games. I'll post the results at the end of the video for how today's bets went. Let me know in the comments if this is something you guys like to see. I enjoy working out and watching sports at the same time when money's on the line. So let me know. Appreciate you guys watching. Have a good rest of your weekend.